What's going on, everybody? It's your pal GemMint. Now, I didn't do a end of the year room tour for 2024. Honestly, I just had a bunch of empty shelves. If you guys saw the video that I did about 6 months ago, I explained that buying this house, customizing this basement, doing all this stuff didn't really work out. So I wasn't really feeling very room tourish, but as I was sitting around the other day, I've been getting a few new pieces in. I did something different with my statue display where I'm able to showcase the art boxes, and I thought, you know what? Even though some of the shelves are bare and it's a lot less statues than it used to be, it looks pretty clean. It actually looks better, I think, with what I've done. So you'll see that in just a moment. So we're gonna do the 2025 Q1 room tour. Just a quick update about the house. We had it up for sale. We didn't get any offers. We took it off the market. We tried to refinance. That fell through. So we have it back on the market now for about 12 days or something. And we've had a lot of showings. I'm pretty confident we're gonna sell the house this year. This might be the last room tour here, and I'm looking forward to getting a smaller space and kind of showing you guys how I'm gonna create this new display on a budget. With that being said, I am still selling a lot of my collection. I plan to downsize the Omnibus section a lot. I'm really gonna hone in on just the characters, the events, and the storylines that I love, stuff that I've already read and don't plan on rereading, I'm gonna sell. So I'm teaming up with ENCORE to sell the bulk of my Omnibus collection. First of all, I already pinned my first giveaway over on ENCORE. We got a sealed copy of the Star Wars The High Republic Phase 2 Omnibus. ENCORE is an online selling platform. It's kind of like if eBay and YouTube had a baby. So it's like eBay in the sense that you throw up these 7-day auctions, or you can do buy it nows, and they have best offers available. But instead of posting pictures, you post videos. So it's a good opportunity for sellers to teach about something that they're selling. Maybe they give a history on the item, how they came across it, why they priced it at what they priced it at, if it has any defects or whatever. It just allows for a little bit more of a personal experience when it comes to selling comic books. They've already found success in the Funko Pop space and in retro video games. They actually just opened up their comics category this month. Let's actually pull up the app real quick and take a look and see what sellers are selling on here. Right away, I see a Something is Killing the Children Archive Edition. It's signed by Art Adams. It's only got 1 day and 6 hours left with 17 bids. And like I said, I just posted my first giveaway on there. All you got to do is download the app, follow me. You do need to enter your information in order to be able to enter the giveaways, but you don't have to buy anything. ENCORE actually covers the shipping, so it doesn't cost me anything either. ENCORE is also very particular on who they allow to sell on the app. All sellers are required to upload their photo ID, and they do have a buyer's guarantee. Just in case you buy something that's not as described, ENCORE's got your back. Download ENCORE. I've got the link in the description and in the pinned comment. And what I'm going to do at the end of this room tour, we're going to start in the game room, then we're going to go to the statue display, and then I'm going to go through the entire Omnibus library, and I'm going to tell you guys what I plan to sell over on the app. All right, I think that's everything. Let's go and take a look around. All right, let's start from back here in the corner. I've got my back up against the bookshelves. I'm giving you a little bit of a teaser of what I was talking about with the statue display. But just to kind of give a scope of the basement, let's take a little stroll back here to the game room. Of course, if this is your first time seeing this, I did the blue epoxy floors. And what's funny about this, actually, some of you guys know I'm a fan of like watching DJ Vlad rap interviews, and Boosie with the Boosie Estates has this whole Gotham City in his backyard, essentially. And one of his Batman rooms has this same Jason Fabok Three Jokers canvas, so I thought that was pretty funny. This is just a little guest room. This is a bathroom that has a door to the guest room as well. And oh man, wait a minute. Got some comic capsules. These have been up for a few months, man. Don't tell me. Oh, okay. Looks pretty good. Don't really see anything there. But uh-oh, let's take a look at this one. Oh, do I see a little bit of shadowing? I don't know, it's hard to tell. Shout out to Kevin Eastman, man. Got the sign personalized to GemMint. Again, we got these Brian Cochran wood 3D cutouts. Some Alex Ross. These are just from Hobby Lobby. Heroes and Villains canvas. Before we get into the game room, just got a couple more canvas pieces on the wall, some Spider-Man and Venom. This is the storage room. I actually do have a couple of statues, probably 5 or so, still in there just boxed up. Like I still have the Eon Flux that I got for a fee. Another canvas. This is the backside of the X-Men 1 Jim Lee wraparound cover or fold out poster with the X-Men holograms. And then real quick, we just got to show off these custom commissions that I had made. Actually, these are 10 years old now. Sal Bertulli, I think his name was. Just some dude I met off IG, but from 2015. I'm telling you, this was way before they started homaging ASM 300 and Spider-Man 1 like crazy. I've kept these though, 10 years. All right, y'all, on to the game room. So the game room, I never really got fully decorated the way that I wanted to. Like I did the floor custom with like the bowling alley carpet and we painted it black, but I never like decked everything out like on the walls and such. I wanted to replace those sconces, but here is the game room. This is kind of where I was streaming some video game stuff. Look at me, man, stuck on 97 platinum trophies. I was going for 100 and I just kind of lost interest, man. Stack of games here that I would like to get the platinum for, but yeah, man. I got the Mortal Kombat one, that one poster there. I have a couple other posters that I don't have up. Got the Nintendo Power Street Fighter poster with some Street Fighter trading cards. This was Fee's idea. I think she did it maybe with this first, the Mortal Kombat one. Nintendo Power poster and the trading cards. So we just made those custom. So I sold about 8 or 9 arcade 1-ups to the same dude. The same dude who bought my Prime 1 Hush, Superman, and Doomsday. He bought like 8 or 9 from me, and what's funny is the ones that are left over are kind of like the ones I would have rather have kept, except for Turtles, and I guess maybe MVC too. But yeah, man, NBA Jam, which is still fun. Killer Instinct and X-Men, I honestly don't really play that much. I have been playing Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 and some NFL Blitz, just messing around. And then I have MVC 1, which actually, I'm kind of more of a fan of this cab than MVC 2. I love Marvel Superheroes, X-Men vs. Street Fighter, Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter, and Marvel vs. Capcom 1. So anyway, here's the game room. Still has, potential here, but I don't know. I don't think we're gonna stay here to really go all out. I wanted to do like a neon Gem Mint arcade sign and everything. But then walking out of the arcade, you see we did the floors all through this area. And then peeking out that corner. And then to the statue display. So you guys have seen this before where it was like multiple statues per area on the top and on the bottom. But as I've been kind of having to sell stuff, not that I really wanted to sell, but kind of was, a necessity, I started putting the art box underneath and I was like, wow, you never really get a chance to display the art boxes. So I thought it looked really clean like that. The only thing is that I designed these shelves to really accommodate 1/3 scale pieces and they're just too big for 1/4 scale pieces. I mean, look how small Batgirl looks in there. Or even like the Wolverine Berserker. But if you saw my review on this bad boy, I was saying how it didn't come with an art box. So I didn't really know what to do because my plan was gonna be to put it in the center here and to like move Superman somewhere near Batman. But you know what, it worked out for the best because you can put it right here on this little table and you can see the bust from all different viewing angles. I can sit down in this chair right here and I can say, all right, let's take a look at the side here with the Maximum Carnage poster and Shriek vs. Black Cat. Or you can sit over here. Take a look at the ASM 380 homage. But anyway, let's take a look at the statues. So we have the Batgirl from Sideshow, Daniel Bell sculpt, beautiful piece. Look at this expression. Right now I got the white lights and the fading color lights on at the same time. And shout out to my boy Arnold Knight. He sent me this PS5 skin wrap. I still haven't done it, man. Soon, I do dig it. One day we'll do it. All right, then of course, the Batman vs. Joker. Crazy piece. Daniel with Martine, collabo. I kept the Sentinel dioramas 1 and 3. I always envisioned keeping those for the new setup. But I sold the second one. I just felt like with the height difference, it didn't really go together. And same with Age of Apocalypse. I have him boxed up still. I actually have that for sale on my ENCORE, like $400 off retail. But real quick, yeah, so Sentinel Diorama 3. I love these pieces. I'm a big fan of 1/10 scale dioramas. Like if you have a big statue with a giant character like the Sentinels or something like Galactus would be dope, then I like having the 1/10 scales all around it. I just don't really like having a bunch of 1/10 scales all kind of like eye level, not raised up or what have you. So those are keepers for me. Superman by Sideshow. I feel like this piece is not getting enough love, man. I think this is an incredible piece. The movement is crazy. I love the burst of energy of him flying upward, the big sculpted cape. Cool to display the box as well underneath. Got the new Batman. I feel like both of these are not really getting much love, man. I don't know, I guess I just am a fan of like these crazy comic book adaptations or depictions of these characters. I like how this Batman looks, the crazy cape. A lot of bats, but once you get them plugged in and on display, you don't even really think about it anymore. They probably didn't even need to do all those bats. I'd have been happy without the bats and save you about $100 on the piece. All right, so then we got that Wolverine Berserker Rage. And y'all, check this out. I need to repaint these. The same thing happened with my white Maju cases. So it looks like it's just what the statue little circular, what do you call those things that go underneath them? They'll just stain up the, even like the yellowish stain. They'll stain up white shelves. All right, still got the Fastball Special. And again, man, these, if I could redo this statue display, I would have made it 3 levels to accommodate quarter scale pieces. I feel like it would have looked way better like that. Because look at even how small this looks. And these are not small pieces, man. These are quarter scale dios that are just dwarfed by these large ass shelves. So whenever we do the new display, I might even do the new display in this house. If this house doesn't sell in the next couple of months, I think I'm gonna rip all the shelves down, cover the epoxy floor with like a wood laminate, and I'll probably just get a couple of 5x5 cowlicks, put the statues on top of the cowlicks, straight up old school style. But yeah, so Spider-Man versus Sinister Six, and then we have Elektra Nachios with her size. And of course the art box. All right, so like I said, I do still have a couple of statues in the storage there. LBS Thor, I have a Harley Quinn premium format. I got a couple of pieces. Don't even ask me about the Ghost Rider premium format. I don't want to talk about it. All right, so some George Molina X-Men art prints. If you guys haven't seen these, this one was number 2 out of 50. And then this was his IG exclusive. There's a lot of glare, but it was the same picture except Cyclops and Jean Grey had alternate costumes. I'm a big fan of variants and stuff like that. Of course, I got my 1992 Marvel Masterpieces by the GOAT, Joe Jusko, framed poorly, I might add, by Michaels, but I still really like that piece. And one of the old school posters, which leads up to the main floor. And of course, we have the Omnibus library, y'all. So, DC section is looking really light. I'm gonna have to do it, you guys. I gotta downsize the collection. I gotta sell stuff that I just don't love, you know, and kind of hone in on the collection a little bit. Oh yeah, I always forget to mention, we have some more canvases up here on this kind of, I forget the word they call this thing. Anyway, I put the DC stuff over here, and then the Marvel ones over here. All right, so in this section, this is like the rough section. This was supposed to end up being like the independent section, like the IDW, the Image Comics, but it ended up just being like the leftover stuff. So from what I have here, actually, a lot of this stuff is keepers for me. This Ice Cold is just like a hip hop jewelry book that Fee got me for like Christmas or something. The Jusko art books, the Boris Vallejo, Julie Bell I'm keeping. Invincible I'm keeping, the ENCORE I'm keeping. The Simpsons Treehouse of Horror, they actually have volumes 2 and 3 for this, man. I think I will probably pick those up. The Boys Omnibus, I think I'm willing to sell. Spawn I'm keeping. Turtles I'm keeping. I mean, Batman vs. Turtles I can see parting with. I don't really care too much about that. These are probably gonna be some giveaway stuff. These sealed Omnis. Something is Killing the Children, a Berserker, Hellboy, I'm keeping all that stuff. This is a Keanu Reeves novel that Boom sent to me. I haven't read it. I'll probably sell Absolute Justice and Absolute Miracle Man. I did read them and review them, and you know, that's about it. Marvel art books I'll probably sell. These are just some of the exclusives that I did with Marat Michaels, Bone Thugs. Look, this is 1 out of 1, the metal. I sold out of everything. That's just what's left over. Uh-oh. What is this? This is some like weird trading card thing I'm supposed to maybe do a video on. Iron Studios Lion-O. I let my little nephew play with it. I knew he was gonna break it. He sure enough did. Junkyard Joe I would sell. Who Action I would sell. I don't really have a connection to that. Keeping my animated series sets, the the Transformers and the Turtles. Hopefully there's nothing here I'm not supposed to show you guys. Power Rangers I would sell. Yo, check this out. My boy got this for me for like my birthday one year, the Bone Thugs and Harmony dollar bill. Gotta get that paper. All right, then here is just like a lot of single issues. Like I get a lot of comps, y'all. There goes a what's in the box down there. We're gonna do Sunday. Then a bunch of trade paperbacks. I don't collect them, but it's good to get caught up on stuff. Here goes like volume 2 of Ultimate Spider-Man, which I've been reading digitally. I don't think I'm gonna do a video on that. Y'all don't ever wanna watch volume 2 videos. All right, some more just trades and stacks of like single issues. Nothing much here. So some bag and boards, some more of my covers I did, and some whatever. All right, Marvel Omnibus section. Let's save that for last. Man, come on, man, with the white desk, with the white chair, with the white ladder. Even though I said that this was a big mistake, I'm still really proud of what I created here, man. Like I had a vision, I did it. It just didn't work out long term, but I'm glad that I did it and got it out of my system. All right, over here, got some of the trading card stuff, some binders, some of the tins. When I do those box breaks, I'll usually like put the hits in these protected cases, and then the other stuff I'll kind of just pile up. I actually let my niece and nephew go to town on it when they were here recently. 92 Marvel Masterpiece, we got a set. Arnold Knight sent that to me as well. But I did so many videos on it, I don't know if I need to do a solo video for the trading cards. All right, so let's go to the top here. So what am I selling? What am I keeping? Aquaman by Jeff Johns, I'm selling. I've read it. I don't think I'll read it again. American Vampires up for sale. Not selling Batman by Neil Adams or Jeff Loeb, Tim Sale. Keeping these Funko Pops. Y'all, this was gifted to us by Brandon Wilson. He was a longtime Gemini, big friend and fan of ours, and he passed away. We'll have to definitely keep these forever. Shout out to Brandon Wilson. I'll talk about the manga later, but Fist of the North Star I'll keep. Gantz, probably not, but it's just a volume 2. So this is actually some early review copies. I'm currently reading this Daredevil by Ann Nocenti, kind of like halfway through. Yo, I gotta be real. People were loving that when I teased the picture, but it's kind of not a tough read, but it ain't a quick read. These are books that I want to like read and review real quick. I mean, I got to do a video for X-Men Fatal Attractions. I read the material before I could just do a video on that. I did read Ultimate Fantastic Four. That's a new Omni that's not out yet, but I read it like 10 years ago. And then Web of Spider-Man Omnibus is super fire. All right, let's move on to the next shelf. Keeping BTAs, the box set, the 2 Omnis, Nightfall I'm keeping, No Man's Land I'm keeping, DC vs. Marvel I'm keeping, Hush I'm keeping. I would sell Batman the Bruce Wayne Murderer. I don't really have a strong attachment to that. Over here we just got some more random stuff. Shout out to Dynamite. Whoop. Absolute Batman single issues, the box for the Marvel Masterpiece XL, some more trading cards. Keeping, yeah, I'm keeping a lot of stuff actually. Batman New 52 I'm keeping, Death Metal and regular metal I'm keeping, Deadman I'm keeping, Deathstroke I'm keeping, except for I would sell the New 52 one because I already read it. I don't think I would read it again, but I definitely want to read the Christopher Priest run and the Deathstroke the Terminator, the Marv Wolfman, like that's the OG stuff. I want to keep that. This is just a compendium. I don't really plan on selling it. I mean, we'll see. Fee really wants to read it. Detective Comics by Peter J. Tomasi I would sell. Hawkman I want to sell, but I wanted to read it first. I think I read like the first arc. Jeff Johns, but you don't ever really hear anyone talk about that book except for how bad the binding is. Doom Patrol I would sell. The Flash I would sell everything except for I would keep the Flashpoint. Fourth World by John Byrne I would sell. Jeff Johns Green Lantern I would keep Blackest Night, but I don't really mind selling Brightest Day, Green Lantern Corps, keeping Hitman, Hellblazer I don't really know yet. I sold the Garth Ennis one. Infinite Crisis I'm keeping, Final Crisis I'm keeping, Injustice I'm keeping, Invisibles and JLA by Morrison I don't really care to keep. I don't have an attachment to that. Same with Justice League International and the Detroit era. I would sell those. All right, y'all, last row. In the DC world, I actually already sold a lot of the DC books. Masters of the Universe, I would sell it because I already read it and reviewed it. I don't know. If it didn't sell, I wouldn't be mad. Orion, I would sell. Preacher, I'm keeping. Sandman, I'm keeping. Scalped, I'm keeping. The Spectre, I'm keeping. And the 3 Superman Omnis, I'm for sure keeping. Swamp Thing by Nancy A. Collins. Where the hell is my other Swamp Thing omnibus at? I would rather read it and then sell it. And then Teen Titans by Jeff Johns. Oh, there's the other Swamp Thing. I would read those and then sell them. I would sell Teen Titans, Wonder Woman, and 0 Hour. 0 Hour I dug, and it's like the same era as like 90s Superman that I like, but I read it. I don't think I would read it again. And then we have, well, actually, before the Omnis, let's talk about manga. I want to keep all of the hardcover deluxe editions. That kind of includes Akira as well, even though that's the box set, but like those are the single books, and then I have the box set over here. I don't know. If somebody wanted the box set, I would sell it. Battle Angel, Alita, I would sell. Blame, I would sell. Berserk, I would sell. Psych. Hell no, I'm not selling Berserk. But Blade of the Immortal, Hellsing, Trigun, Vagabond, Vinland Saga, that's what I want to keep from the manga section. Should we climb up the ladder to take a closer look? Chainsaw Man, I would sell, even though I am a fan of it. Hold on. All right, Claymore, I would sell. I would sell all these. Let me get down here before I break my back. Yeah, so the Demon Slayer, Claymore, My Hero box sets, I don't really have that much of an attachment to those. I would sell them. All right, so what's going from Marvel? So we got Stan Lee from Iron Studios, quarter scale, I plan to keep. The Aliens Omnibus, I would sell. Annihilation and Conquest, I would sell. Those I read, and I don't know. I would read them again, but I don't really have that much of an attachment to them. The Avengers, so I kind of plan on keeping all the Silver Age kind of blue chip keys and OG Stan Lee runs. So I would keep the Avengers 4 volumes. I would sell The Crossing, The Gathering, the John Byrne, the West Coast Avengers. I would rather read Savage Avengers and then sell it. I would keep New Avengers and Hickman's Avengers, and I would keep AVX. I would keep Black Panther by Christopher Priest. And like I said, I would probably keep the Stan Lee Captain America stuff, but I could see myself selling the Mark Grunwald or the Mark Waid or the Dan Jurgens, the Rick Remender, the Nick Spencers. Carnage, I would keep both of those. Cloak and Dagger, I would sell that. Daredevil, I don't really love the OG series. I probably would sell that, but it would be like on my last round of selling. You know what I'm saying? Like I would rather not sell it. I would definitely keep the Frank Miller Omni and Compendium. And then let's just, so we stay here? Yeah, let's just go this way. Hulk, Silver Age, I would keep. Heroes Reborn, all 3 of those I would sell. The Guardians I would sell. Cosmic Ghost Rider I would sell. But I would save Danny Ketch Ghost Rider, 2099, and the Jason Aaron. Fantastic Four. Of course, I would keep the Silver Age stuff, the John Byrne stuff, and the Hickman stuff. But I would sell the Mark Miller and the Matt Fraction. Excalibur I would sell. Earth X I would sell. Doctor Strange by Jason Aaron I would sell. I would keep the Sorcerer Supreme 90s run. I would rather read that and then maybe sell it. But again, that would be like last round. We got Silver Age Doc Strange in the range. I don't really have an attachment to it. I could see myself selling that. Deadpool. A lot of stuff got to go with Deadpool. I'll tell you right now. I would keep Beginnings, Classics, and Joe Kelly. But I would sell Deadpool and Cable. I would sell the Daniel Way, Deadpool and Co. I probably would keep I think maybe, what is it, the first volume of the minibus? The one that has all the good miniseries. Deadpool by Posen and Dugan I would sell. Here's more Daredevil. So Bendis and Brubaker, I read it. I would sell it. I don't really have an attachment to them like that. Shadowland, I would probably want to read and then sell it. Same with Marvel Knights. But I'm not really a fan of the Daredevil by Mark Waid, Charles Soule. Zdarsky I would keep, and I would probably sell the Devil's Reign and just keep the Zdarsky volumes. All right. Keeping All of Hulk by Peter David. Hulk is a tough one because I still have every Hulk omnibus. John Byrne, I'd want to keep that. I'd want to keep Planet Hulk, World War Hulk. The Jeff Loeb Epic Guinness is essentially the Red Hulk stuff. Immortal Hulk, Hulk by Cates, the Maestro one. Hulk, I would probably try to hold on to. I'd probably try to hold on to that. The Infinity Saga stuff I would keep. I can see myself maybe one day selling the Infinity Origins and the Infinity Saga one and just keep like the original 90s stuff. Gauntlet, War, and Crusade. The End, I don't really have an attachment to the End. I probably would sell it. It's all just like compilation. Well, it's the end of every character's story essentially, but it's issues that run throughout decades. Iron Man, I got a soft spot for Iron Man. I dig these, but am I really gonna read it? I don't know. Again, maybe a last round get rid of, but David Michelinie, Kurt Busiek, what is this? The Mask in the Iron Man and the Dan Slott. I think I would sell those, man. King of Black's a keeper. Loki, I would sell. Marvel Age, I would sell. Marvel Cosmic by Donny Cates. I probably would keep that, man. It's got Silver Surfer Black. It's got Cosmic Ghost Rider stuff. Like I said, I would get rid of the other one. Don't really, wouldn't really keep the Marvel Universe stuff. Marvel Zombies 1 and 2. I don't know, I think I would keep that and sell it in a last round scenario. Micronauts I would sell. Miracle Man, I think I would sell it. I gotta be honest, it was a great read, man. Alan Moore, I'm just not like a Miracle Man fan like that. Like, I don't know that I need to keep the omnibus. But it is something that I probably would read that years from now. Moon Knight, I would like to keep all the Moon Knight stuff, at least to be able to read the original series, like the Monch stuff, or then the Mark Spector Moon Knight stuff. I read this one, the Huston Benson Hurwitz, and Jed McKay. I read a lot of that stuff in single issues. So Moon Knight is another one that I probably would try to hold on to that for a little bit. Namor I would sell. New Mutants I would keep. New Warriors I would sell. Predator I would sell. Punisher I would keep. Rom I would sell. Secret Invasion, I probably would sell that. I would keep Secret Wars. I recently just sold Secret Wars 2. I was like, I just need the first one. I would keep Secret Wars by Jonathan Hickman, but I don't know if I would really need Battle World. I would keep Silver Surfer. I would keep The Amazing Spider-Man, 6 volumes deep so far on that. Actually, let's go down here, because now I didn't really like what I did just the other time. I would keep Roger Stern. I would keep The Black Suit. I would keep Spectacular, ASM by McFarlane, Spider-Man by McFarlane, Spider-Man vs. Venom. I think I would keep all of the Spider-Man, to be honest. I think I actually have already sold like Spider-Man ones that I don't really care about too much. Like the Untold Tales, maybe I would sell that, but I like that 90s art, man. That's stuff that I grew up with. I can see maybe Spider-Verse, maybe ASM by Nick Spencer, Beyond, and Dark Web. Like that later stuff, I don't really have as much of an attachment to. I'm rolling on the chair now, you guys. Spider-Man by Zdarsky and Joe Kelly, those aren't really keepers for me. I do like the Miles Morales Ultimate Universe stuff, and then the Spider-Man Miles Morales by Bendis. I probably would keep the Ultimate Universe one if I had to get rid of one of them. The Mighty Thor, again, the first 4 volumes I would try to hang on to, along with Walter Simonson. I'm probably gonna sell the Heroes Return stuff, which I think one of them used to be like out of print and like sought after. But Thor by Straczynski I probably would sell. Matt Fraction, what is this? Kopiel Djurjevic. Who is that by? Oh, by Straczynski and Gillen. I would probably sell that, but I would keep the Jason Aaron Thor and of course the Donny Cates Thor. Thunderbolts, I would sell the original 3, but I would keep Red. The Ultimates and Ultimate Marvel by Jonathan Hickman, I would probably sell those. I read them both. I don't know that I would be in a rush to reread them. Venom. Of course, I'm keeping all 3 Venom omnibuses and Venom by Donny Cates. Road to the War of Kings, and let's slide on down. War of Kings and Realm of Kings and War of the Realms. I wouldn't have a problem selling those. The What Ifs, I'm a huge fan of the What Ifs, y'all. I would keep those. I would keep Wolverine 1 through 5 and the Mark Miller one, but I think I would be persuaded to sell the Jason Aaron trilogy. I've read them before, and I don't really remember anything about them that I had to keep them. I would love to do a read-through of this, and I would keep those even after reading them all. Death of Wolverine, kind of got a soft spot for it. I wouldn't sell it right away. Maybe, like I said, later on kind of thing. X-Factor, I would sell. X-Force, I probably would keep Volume 1. Damn, but Deadpool and X-Force is like a continuation of that. Yeah, I would keep all the X-Force stuff, especially Uncanny X-Force. And now let's go to X-Men. So, of course, I would keep the Silver Age Volumes 1 and 2, Uncanny Volumes 1 through 5. The X-Men Hidden Years, I'd have to take a look at it, but I don't think it's anything that I would have to keep. Mutant Massacre Prelude, I don't know. I mean, I would keep Mutant Massacre, Fall of the Mutants, Inferno. I don't know if I would keep the Prelude. The X-Men by Claremont and Jim Lee I would keep. Extinction Agenda I would keep. Age of Apocalypse. Road 2 with Onslaught I would keep. X-Men vs. the Apocalypse the 12. I would rather read before I sold it. And I really do want to check out this X-Men Revolution by Chris Claremont, as well as Extreme X-Men, but I haven't really heard good things about him, to be honest. X-Men the Animated Series is a keeper for sure, along with X-Men 2099. Probably Ultimate X-Men Volumes 1 and 2 as well. And I would keep the New X-Men, Astonishing X-Men. House of M is like a 3 Omni trilogy at this point. I probably would hang on to them. I would sell X-Men Legacy if Fee wouldn't go crazy. And I think I could be persuaded to sell X-Men Grand Design. I read it. Rest in peace, Ed Piskor. But I don't know that I just need to keep that omnibus. But that's it, y'all. That's the 2025 room tour. Like I said, it might be the last. But you know, it was a good learning experience for me. I definitely won't make that same mistake again. It was kind of biting off more than you can chew and thinking you'll chew like hell when really you'll choke on it. But it was fun being here. We've been here almost 3 years. Hopefully it sells soon. If not, you know, we'll figure it out. But appreciate you guys watching. Do me a favor, leave a like on the video. Download ENCORE. I actually really do think ENCORE is going to be really good for me to do giveaways on the channel because it's so much easier. It doesn't charge you or me. And with giveaways on YouTube, it's always hard to track down the winner, and half the time you can't get a hold of them. And then with Whatnot, you have to, I have to pay for the shipping every time, and you have to be there while it's going down. Whereas on ENCORE, like I said, 7 days. So I can give you the link. You can sign up, go about your day, and if you win, what I'll do is when this giveaway, let me switch around. When this giveaway winner is pulled, I'll announce who the winner was on like the following video and then announce the next giveaway then. And maybe we'll end up doing some statues and stuff as well. Like I said, I have other statues that aren't here. So maybe that's something that we'll do. But as always, I appreciate you guys watching. Stay minty fresh. Peace.